Do you ever take time to appreciate everything that Earth has to offer? The scientific method, with its unquenchable thirst for knowledge, has helped reveal some of the planet's most fascinating mysteries. Every corner of our globe, from the deepest oceans to the highest mountains, is full of mysteries and wonders. How about we count down the top 10 mind-blowing discoveries that science has given us? Get ready to be amazed as we uncover new things about the place we call home. Number 10. Earth's resources, balancing sustainability and exploitation. The Earth is home to a plethora of invaluable resources, each of which has played an important part in the development of human civilization. Coal, oil, and natural gas are examples of fossil fuels that have been used to propel the growth of industry and technological advancement. The extraction of minerals, metals, and precious stones has been done for industry, building, and decoration. Drinking water, irrigation, and manufacturing all rely heavily on freshwater resources. However, the limited availability of many of these resources, in conjunction with the damaging effects that their exploitation has on the surrounding environment, presents several serious issues. Researchers investigate the distribution and availability of resources, investigate alternative energy sources, and work to develop sustainable behaviors to strike a balance between the consumption of resources and the preservation of the environment. The protection of Earth's resources, such as its land, water, and biodiversity, is the primary objective of conservation efforts. These efforts also seek to advance sustainable development and lessen the ecological impact of human activities. The precarious equilibrium that must be maintained between the exploitation of resources and the maintenance of a sustainable environment is an urgent worldwide issue that calls for scientific inquiry, the formulation of policies, and community action to guarantee a future that will be sustainable for future generations. Number 9. Earth's history, unveiling the stories of the past. Scientists have been able to piece together the interesting history of our planet, which spans billions of years, by analyzing rocks, fossils, and other geological evidence. This process has been made possible through the study of geological evidence. They have been able to recreate the order of events and the development of the Earth's landscapes through the study of the layers of sedimentary rocks. The information that can be gleaned from fossils regarding the types of life that existed in the past and the natural environments in which they flourished is priceless. Radiometric dating methods, such as carbon dating and uranium-lead dating, have provided scientists with the ability to determine the ages of rocks and fossils with an extraordinary degree of precision. The history of Earth is filled with astonishing occurrences, such as the birth of the first continents, the rise and collapse of ancient civilizations, and the disappearance of a great number of species. It also involves the slow evolution of life, beginning with primitive single-celled creatures and progressing up to the vast array of plants, animals, and people that we see today. The study of Earth's history not only enables us to comprehend where our planet came from, but also elucidates the processes that have been responsible for the formation of its topography, climate, and ecosystems, which is of great value. Number 8. Earth's ocean, a vast and mysterious realm. Since the oceans make up around 71% of the surface of the Earth, they are an extremely important part of the system that governs our world. They remove a sizable portion of carbon dioxide from the air as well as a considerable quantity of heat and play an essential part in the process of regulating the climate by absorbing and storing heat. Several unique zones can be found within the ocean. These zones include the sunlight surface layer, known as the euphotic zone, the twilight zone, the dark, cold, and high-pressure depths, known as the abyssal zone, and the trenches that descend to the farthest depths on Earth. From the tiniest organisms, such as plankton, to the largest animals in the world, such as blue whales, the ocean is home to a remarkable variety of species and ecosystems. This astounding variety of organisms and ecosystems may be found in the ocean. Coral reefs constitute the most diverse and productive ecosystems on the planet. They offer a home to a wide variety of marine life and shield coasts from the damaging effects of erosion. Heat and nutrients are carried by ocean currents, which are driven by a mix of wind, temperature, salinity, and the rotation of the Earth. As a result, regional climates are shaped and resources are dispersed. Understanding the resiliency of the ocean, protecting its delicate ecosystems, and guaranteeing the sustainable use of its resources all require the study of the dynamics of the ocean, the marine biodiversity, and the impact of human activities. Number 7. Earth's climate, unraveling the complexities. The climate system of Earth is a changing and complex web of connections among the atmosphere, oceans, ground, ice, and living beings on the surface of the planet. The understanding that scientists have gained from their research into the processes that determine the climate of the globe has been extremely beneficial. Solar radiation is a significant factor since the sun's energy is what warms the surface of the Earth and determines how weather patterns develop. Solar radiation experiences seasonal shifts as a consequence of the tilt of the Earth's axis, which is caused by the planet's rotation. Additionally, the makeup of the atmosphere, which includes greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, CO2, and methane, CH4, as well as water vapor, affects the amount of heat that is retained. Changes in the concentration of these gases contribute to global warming and climate change. These changes are mostly caused by human activities, such as the burning of fossil fuels and the destruction of forests. Alterations in land cover, ocean currents, and volcanic activity are all factors that can affect Earth's climate. The study of climate trends, the forecasting of future changes, and the comprehension of the feedback mechanisms that can either amplify or reduce the consequences of climate change all make use of sophisticated computer models and observational data collected by scientists. The study of climate on Earth is crucial for the development of strategies to adapt to and minimize the effects of climate change, as well as for the promotion of sustainable behaviors that will help preserve our planet for future generations. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now, let's get back to our topic. Number 6. The Biosphere, Earth's living tapestry. The term biosphere refers to the collective term for all of the areas on Earth that are conducive to the existence of life, ranging from the depths of the ocean to the summits of the world's tallest mountains. It is a network of ecosystems that is both intricate and interconnected, and it is one in which species interact with both one another and the environment in which they live. The biosphere is home to an astonishingly diverse collection of living things, including but not limited to bacteria, plants, animals, and even human beings. The precise physical and biological circumstances that exist within an ecosystem are what distinguish it from any other ecosystem in the biosphere. These conditions can include things like temperature, precipitation, the makeup of the soil, and the existence of specific species. Essential ecosystem services are provided by the biosphere, including oxygen production through photosynthesis, carbon sequestration, water purification, and nutrient cycling. These services are provided by the biosphere. It is a delicate equilibrium that requires the interaction of many different components, including the flow of energy, the cycling of nutrients, and the interactions between different species. Understanding the complexities of the biosphere is essential for the preservation of our planet's natural resources, as well as the interconnection and resiliency of life on this planet. The biosphere is a testament to the interconnectivity of life on Earth. Number 5. The ozone layer, protecting life from harmful ultraviolet rays. The ozone layer is a region in the Earth's stratosphere that has a high concentration of ozone, O3, molecules. This region is located around 10 to 50 kilometers above the surface. It does an important job of acting as a shield by soaking up the vast majority of the dangerous ultraviolet radiation emitted by the sun, in particular the high-energy UVB and UVC rays. When oxygen, O2, molecules in the stratosphere are subjected to ultraviolet radiation, this causes the molecules to disassemble, which then causes them to react with other oxygen molecules, which results in the formation of ozone. This process results in the formation of the ozone layer. This ozone layer acts as a sponge, soaking up and dispersing ultraviolet radiation, thereby preventing it from penetrating to the surface of the Earth, where it may potentially cause cancers of the skin and eyes, as well as damage to ecosystems. In the 1980s, scientists found what is now referred to as the ozone hole, which is a major hole that is formed in the ozone layer above Antarctica. This depletion was mostly brought on by the use of chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, which were created by humans and utilized in aerosol propellants, as well as refrigeration and air conditioning systems. Significant reductions in the production and use of ozone-depleting compounds have been brought about as a result of international initiatives, including the Montreal Protocol, which have led to the steady recovery of the ozone layer. Number 4. The water cycle, Earth's endless recycling system. The passage of water from the surface of the Earth to the atmosphere and back again is referred to as the water cycle or the hydrological cycle. Both of these terms refer to the same phenomenon. It's a multi-step process that includes things like condensation, evaporation, precipitation, runoff, and infiltration. The energy from the sun causes the water in oceans, lakes, rivers, and other bodies of water to evaporate, which kicks off the process that creates the water cycle. Condensation, which occurs when water vapor is subjected to a reduction in temperature and results in the formation of droplets of liquid, is responsible for the formation of clouds from the evaporated water. These droplets eventually come together, expand, and become what we know as precipitation, which can take the shape of rain, snow, sleet, or hail as it returns to the surface of the Earth. Rainfall not only adds to the water supply of existing bodies of water, but also seeps into the Earth, where it can be stored as groundwater. From there, it has the potential to make its way through rivers and ultimately arrives at the oceans, which is where the cycle will begin again. The water cycle plays a crucial role in the upkeep of many ecosystems, as well as the regulation of climate and the provision of fresh water for the planet. It moves heat from the equator to the poles, so affecting weather patterns and ensuring that life may continue to exist on our planet. Number 3. Earth's magnetic field, a shield against solar winds. The magnetic field that exists on Earth serves as a defense mechanism against the solar wind, which is a flow of charged particles that are expelled from the sun. This magnetic field is created as molten iron in the Earth's outer core moves around, which results in the generation of a magnetic field. The motion of this molten iron generates electric currents, which, in turn, form a magnetic field that is generally aligned along the axis of rotation of the planet. A zone called the magnetosphere is created when the Earth's magnetic field travels into space and continues to exert its influence there. The magnetosphere serves as a barrier that directs almost all of the solar wind particles away from the Earth. However, some charged particles can break through the magnetosphere close to the poles. These charged particles, which are predominantly electrons and protons, are responsible for the fascinating displays known as the Northern Lights and the Southern Lights, respectively. The auroras are caused by charged particles colliding with atoms and molecules in the upper atmosphere of the Earth, which then releases energy in the form of multicolored light. Number 2. Continental Drift, Pangea, and beyond. The intriguing theory of continental drift, which derives from plate tectonics, postulates that the Earth's continents were originally united together as a single supercontinent known as Pangea. These two landmasses have been steadily moving away from one another and coming to rest in their current locations for millions of years. To provide support for this theory, various pieces of evidence have been analyzed by scientists. Records of fossils reveal that similar species can be found on various continents that were once connected. One example of this is the Mesosaurus, a species of freshwater reptile that can be found in both South America and Africa. The concept of continental drift is supported by several different observations, including the arrangement of continental shelves, the existence of rock formations that align across continents, and the finding of rocks of comparable ages and sorts. The disintegration of Pangea resulted in the formation of the continents as we know them today, complete with their distinctive landforms, climates, and ecosystems. Number 1. Plate tectonics, unveiling Earth's dynamic crust. The breakthrough idea of plate tectonics describes the motion and reactions of the lithosphere, the Earth's outermost hard layer. The lithosphere is made up of several plates, both big and small, that float on the semi-fluid astronosphere. The ongoing movement and collision of these plates, brought about by the processes of seafloor spreading and subduction, gives rise to a wide variety of geological phenomena. The Himalayas and other mountain ranges are the results of the collision of two continental plates, which crumples and lifts the crust. When an oceanic plate descends beneath a continental plate, a deep oceanic trench is formed, such as the Mariana Trench. Volcanic mountains and lava flows are formed as magma rises to the surface through fissures in the Earth's crust. This process is also explained by plate tectonics. Mountain ranges are sculpted, ocean basins are formed, and continents are rearranged regularly by this dynamic process. Thanks for watching. If you want more videos like this one, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel to never miss out on any of our videos.